What is up, YouTube? It is me again. Obviously these videos are kind of one after the other. You heard my take on Mayweather, Cotto Mayweather. I know y'all are probably hating me right now, and you're gonna hate me even more after this. You're gonna hate me even more. But hey, you know what? That's the beauty about the internet and this country. I can speak my mind, albeit right or wrong. So anyways, coming up prematurely, but hey, what the heck? I'm gonna roll. I'm going out tonight. I got my Moscato, so let's roll. Pacquiao, Bradley. You know what? Great fight. Great fight. Nobody should be dismissing that fight. Even the biggest Manny Pacquiao hater, you have got to respect the opponent. You have got to respect Pacquiao's choice in fighting Timothy Bradley. I think this is a very dangerous fight for Pacquiao. A fight that he is very capable of losing. Very capable. With that being said, how can this fight turn out? Turn off with Timothy Bradley. You know, Timothy Bradley, obviously, he's gotten a lot of heat lately, mostly for the Amir Khan debacle and before the Mount Peterson happened for a long time. He's getting a lot of heat for it that he's ducking. You know, he very impressive against Evan Alexander, obviously. Made that in many people's minds just quit. You know, obviously in Casamayor, I think that was a filler just to keep him active and get him on a pay-per-view card. So nothing much to that fight. That being said, how can Bradley win this fight? Hey, you know what? I know, his head might be a big deal. He's gonna headbutt him all night, whatever. I don't know. I don't know if that's intentional or if that's just his style, the way he fights. I mean, if it's intentional, that's just him. Can't control it. You know, obviously Timothy's gonna have to take a risk, and I do mean a lot of risk, because you know, when you fight a guy like Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather, these guys who are elite, top of the game, who rule the sport, you can't leave it in hands of other people's opinions, i.e. judges. You gotta take it to them and leave no doubt in anybody's mind. And I think that's what, you know, obviously Bradley, that's gotta be his number one, you know, goal. Obviously he's saying I'm gonna KO him, and you know, how Bradley can lose this fight. You know what? Timothy Bradley has a very bad, and I do mean bad, ugly habit. He likes coming in and coming low, and he starts swinging wildly, and I mean wide, just boom. He likes doing this a lot when he gets a little trigger happy. Unfortunately, with someone like Manny Pacquiao, I think if he gets to an exchange, I think Bradley has a good chance of winning the exchange, but I think he has a very good chance of being knocked out at the same time. You know, he's going to have to control those wild, looping punches when he feels that he has some momentum going, and just pace himself. Take your time. I think he's equally as fast, maybe not as fast as Pacquiao, debatable. You know, debatable. Bradley's very quick. He's very slick. Obviously, stay off the ropes, so don't let Manny be the aggressor. You have to be the aggressor. That's how, obviously, he's going to have success against him. So that's how he can lose and win the fight, potentially. Pacquiao. How can Pacquiao win this fight? Well, you know what? Depending on your allegiance to certain fighters, you might think Pacquiao can lose this fight because against Marquez and against Mosley. In Pacquiao's defense, you know, the Mosley fight, I'm sorry, I don't care who is in that ring. Victor Ortiz, Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather, I don't care who it was, Timothy Bradley. Once Shane got knocked down, he had no intention of fighting anymore. None. I mean, Pacquiao was just trying to. He was literally chasing him. I mean, you can't fight the unwilling. So it was a BS fight to begin with. It never happened. I mean, and I ripped Pacquiao for that fight. But hey, but that's what it was. And Marquez, that fight was, look, certain guys are just built for you. Vernon Forrest was built for Shane Mosley. Ricardo Mayorga was built for Vernon Forrest. Shane Mosley destroyed Ricardo Mayorga. It does, you know, so you see where I'm going with this? This whole he beat him, so it's going to end like this for this guy. No, not true at all. I think that's just like, these guys fight 10 times. I think all 10 times they're just, God, down to the wire. But anyways, so I don't really take much away from that fight. One thing I will take from that fight, the Marquez fight, is that how and this is how I think he's gonna win the fight. But neither here or there. But when Pacquiao fought Marquez, Pacquiao tried to be more of a boxer. Pacquiao's a good boxer. He's not a great boxer. Marquez is a great boxer, a great technician. And I think Pacquiao was trying to come out of his element by trying to outbox the more gifted boxer, more talented boxer. Unfortunately, you know, in my opinion, I think how he had more success against guys like Marquez and even Timothy Bradley. I know it sounds crazy, but he's got to be that more reckless guy you saw early on in his career. You know, even when he fought guys like Hatton and Cotto, where, you know, he's not outboxing you, he's just sometimes going wild, you know, on one foot turning and boom, boom, it's, you know, I think he needs to be more of that, at least in our eyes, that reckless type, how we perceived it, reckless type of fighter. I think that's what, with his speed, his balance, and his, you know, accuracy, that's what made him where he is today. I think if he does that, I think he can possibly knock out Timothy Bradley. I mean, he can finish him off, stop him, not knock out, I think maybe stop him. How he can lose this fight, obviously, you know, like Eric Morales can say, too many battles, too many wars. You know, Father Time's catching up to him. He's 33, but hey, he's an old 33, not your usual 33 like Floyd's 33. You know, he's older because the battles and wars and physical beatings he's taken. You know, Bradley's far from the technician Marquez or Floyd is, but I think with a more fresher guy, a younger guy, with power, strength, stamina, I think, you know, unless Manny is still the same Manny that we think he is, you know, and he's not this guy that's winding down due to all the battles he's been in, Manny can lose this fight, and not lose this fight, I think get knocked out. That being said, hey, predictions, who's gonna win, who's gonna lose? I'll be honest, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Common sense is to pick Manny Pacquiao because he's just a household name and the favorite and the dominant face in the sport. But because of, like I mentioned, Pacquiao's style, at times you know, the wars he's been in, the battles he's been in, and as he fights Timothy Bradley, who very, very strong and fast, I think has a capability, in my opinion, to knock out Pacquiao. And other side of the coin, Tim, first time being here, big stage, how's he going to react? Stage fright, how is he going to react to the big stage? That's another big, you know, what if. So, that being said, I mean, hey, what next? You know, what's going to happen? I don't know. And that's my not being a fan of one fighter, I'm a fan of all fighters. But I really don't know. Common sense is Pacquiao knockout. And the other part of me says, I really believe in Timothy Bradley's ability. I really do. I like you know, Desert Storm. The guy's a monster. I know his head, whatever, that he has a big alien Sam Cassell type of head. But I like Timothy, and I believe in this guy's ability. I really do. With that being said, I'm so torn on picking this fight. And before you ask, yes, that is Guile's theme playing in the background. After all, Guile's theme goes with everything. So, gun to my head, I have to pick a winner. I have to. I'm going to, considering everything, I'm going to say Manny Pacquiao, TKO, 11th round. Late rounds, 10 to 12, between 10 and 12. TKO, stop the fight. That's it. There you have it. Hope it is occasional. I didn't do myself any favors. But there it is. All right. I am out. Love everybody. Mwah. Love you.